Hello everybody, it's Tech here. Let me put the music on, right? There we go. So, back at it. We need to get this structure in now. This one's got a different layout. It's gonna be a challenge because of that different layout. I guess what should the base material be and the decoration material? And how should we do this? Because where all of the decoration ones are, we've got logs. So I think that's where we're going to start. And which log is this specifically? This is the spruce log. And this should be the... So that was the green. That's yellow. That's red. So this should be blue. Okay, so let's start with that. Blue. It's... base material, I guess we'll make is the cobblestone bricks, or the stone bricks. And we'll go from there. So blue is bricks, but we want it to be stone bricks. The Deco 2 for teams. So this is where this stuff goes. Wait, that was Deco 2? Oh, this is Deco. Okay, we want this one to be stone bricks. And this shall be what we say. Let's make that the logs. What log was that? I just said it. I can't remember. Spruce, I think, right? Yeah, spruce. Spruce. Log. Where are you? Okay, and then the last piece, which is the top row here, this row, I guess I don't know what to make it out of. I guess the stone bricks for now. Yeah, let's do stone bricks. Now let's run this. See what we get when we build it. It's not going to look exactly the same, obviously, because we need to change the logic around when it's choosing those bricks. Where is it? Still cooldown stuff, blah blah blah. Wall tile entity. Here we go. State for level. And here is when we need to change it. Currently it's set that way for the entire level, but we'll have to do some XYZ coordinates on these because this is special. Go into our test world here. We'll choose team blue. Once it loads, there we go, team blue. Ready, start. And let's put down your wall. To be honest, that doesn't look bad, even like that. I might leave like that. Just so we can move on to the next thing. Because that compared to that is different, and compared to that is different, and then I forget where the other one is in this world. That. So let's do this. Let's go far, far away. So we don't have anything else in our vision here to distract me from what it's actually going to look like. Gun, good enough. So let's make a base out of these. Team blue. Guess we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it 5 wide. We'll take a screenshot of that. Okay, we will change to game or team join red. We'll put down the red ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. Screenshot of that. Change to green. Oops. 5. And then yellow. Okay, so now let's scroll up here. Yellow, green, blue, red. Okay, let's open all these up in Photoshop. I'm going to composite them all together into one big image that will let us, gosh, let us see all of them side by side and post it on our Discord here. Okay, so if I pull this over, new. Okay, so its height's going to be 24 instead of 6,000. 4 times as tall. Oh, okay, something is off on this. So, Phoebe, let's do this new. Next time we have it selected, Photoshop's going to do that. Yeah, there we go. Times 4. You can't just times 4. Calculator. 10, 17 times 4. Very odd height. 40, 68. It's probably because of my toolbar. I don't have it running at full screen on my own computer. So that's good enough. It does almost look green, don't they? Why are they so dark? That side's not dark. Oh well. Let's grab all of this one, paste it in. And grab all of this one. You didn't get a notification that you're streaming? Oh man. So I had high hopes for this new method of streaming that it would do better at the notifications. Because it seemed like it was. People were getting notifications. In fact, I was in Discord with somebody, and they said, I just got the notification you're starting to stream. So I had high hopes that it was going to work, but apparently not. Okay, let's copy all that. I'm going to put this in Discord that we are new walls for each, new walls with theming with blocks for each faction. Here we go. What? It still. Dang it, it posted the wrong thing, Discord. Okay, select all of these layers now, merge it. Now I can do it. New walls with each team's design. Okay, let's get rid of that then. Okay, so now we've got that down. If we plop one down, we're good. If we plop another one down, though, it does funny things, right? And we don't want it to do funny things when that happens. We need to prevent it from placing over top of something that's more than a single block high, basically. So if there is something above that single block, we need to prevent it from placing. So we can do that by applying the is valid location for wall, right? We're probably also going to need to know the direction. So we'll pass in the direction. We go to the declaration of this and add the direction. Like that, we've got everything we need to be able to do this, I think. So let's go ahead and terminate that because it is going to not allow us to run this. Hold on a sec. Excuse me. So we need to apply these settings basically, and through, say, here. Okay, and wherever the valid thingy is, where did it go? No one will know. There we go. Okay, so we are getting our position set up. We're getting our rotation, which isn't even used in this. We are checking if it's air. Okay, and doing things with it. So we need... Is this the right one? No, it's not. Put that back in there. This is valid location. We want the location for the other piece, right? The wall one. So let's get our outline going over here and find where we are. Is valid location for wall. Hang on a sec. Why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you all night, watch 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 all night, Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Walking hand in hand on the ocean floor, down deep we wander. Louder we sing, no there is no cure in this together. I don't wanna tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. Everything about you is so unreal. It won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. When you got my lipstick on your white shirt collar. Okay, I'm back. My wife had, oh, awesome. The fireplace running and it shut off. Gas fireplace, so she wanted me to check it out. I got working again now. Anywho, so what were we doing? We were looking for this and we were adding the code to make it actually function as far as the direction that it's working from. So we need to not find the height, but we need to look to see, is there an air block for each position in the X and Z, so that plane. Is there an air block above? Is there? How do I word this? Is there an air block 3 blocks up when we click, right? Because when we click on this block here, right? So the block that's that air. Then there's the 1 up, and then 2 up. Right? That is a valid location. If we clicked here, it would be valid for there to be nothing there, something here, and something higher. And the same in reverse, right? So that type of setup is also valid. We should build a wall there. Where we shouldn't build a wall, it's okay to build a wall if that's like that. It's okay to build a wall if it's like that. It's not okay to build a wall if it's like, if it is okay if it's like that. It's okay if it's like that. But it's not okay if it's like that even, right? If it goes up above that, it's not okay. So we need to check that plane. That is one block, 2 blocks. So this is 1, this is 2. The 3rd block up, if that is air, we can build it. Okay, so we're gonna gut this piece. We're gonna check if it's air. We need to do this too. We need to see if it's replaceable and all that stuff. So if it's air, or if it's replaceable, or if it's doesn't block movement, that makes it all valid. Okay, and we only need to do that for the 3rd row up, so we can get rid of this whole loop here and just say y plus 3, I believe, or just 3. Yeah, just 3. So if that's all air, we're good. We can place it. We don't care about destroy mode. We'll deal with that in the other one. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a result here. So a Boolean result equals true. So we'll assume it's valid. If it's air or replaceable or does not block movement, we can keep it as true. Else, we set result to false, because that means it's not that, not one of those. And then we just return result. Okay. And then in order to make this fully functional the way we want, even when it destroys the block, we need to go back to where this is called from. So call hierarchy, go here, and we're saying if this is not a valid location, return false. So it's just gonna drop out and not do any more of the code in the rest of the wall building. Okay, so we're also going to do or, this is destroy mode. Or, no, I guess it's and. So if it's not valid and it's not destroy mode. There we go. That should work. Let's try it. Because destroy mode is what I use to remove those blocks later. A little bit of a dirty cheat I did. Come on, Minecraft, load up. I'm giving you 16 gigs of RAM to load with, too. It'll take forever. I really don't need to give it that much, but I did, because last night I was having those problems. And it wasn't even RAM related. And let's pick on blue, I guess. Place it down. It worked. Put a block there. Still worked. Put a block there, there, there. Like that should work. Cool. Block there, there, there. This. Hey, Spiderman. This should not work. And it doesn't. Cool! So now we need to incorporate the same logic for that validation into this wireframe thing we're seeing. Right? I want this wireframe to show white all the time and only red if it's not valid for the conditions that we just applied, right? Right now it's using the logic of all the other buildings. So I did see your wall in Discord, but the problem is the rotations of stuff, right? So if we put a step on the top of this, for example, like a stair, and I place it facing this way, like if we wanted it to be like that, that's okay. If I then place it this way, we don't want those steps to be rotated in a way that is this and this still if we have a wall running this direction, right? It'll look funny. Plus you had logs rotated and stuff too. Again, I like the design, it's just I can't make it work without a lot of extra code to handle rotations. So that's one of the designs I put them in Discord with all the designs I came up with. The other thing is too, if you're placing this, if I could rotate them myself as I'm placing them to get them to always be like this, right? But the problem is what happens at the end of the wall, right? So the way we've got it now, if I place one here, here, and here, we're good. Then I can rotate myself this way, line up with that wall, and keep going, and we've got a nice corner then, right? Because it all fits together. But if these had the turrets like this, and like this, and this one's turrets would have been facing that way, right? It makes it funny in the corner there. That's what I was referring to. So by having them symmetrical across two axes, this axis here, and this Z axis, and the X axis, you can make it two corners. And I think it doesn't look too bad. You know, the different ones. So there's the Egyptian one. Ignore the X's, they'll be different colors just because I'm on blue right now. There's, I don't know, reds or something. Greens, I don't know. I can't remember them all. But that's one, that's one, that's one, and that's one. They're different enough that I'm happy with them. Okay, so the other part was the frame that we've got on the world, the wireframe preview that we see. So on our overlay, wherever that is, handler, nope, client, render overlay, this piece. So currently it is rendering this stuff after the hotbar, and let's see, scoreboard name is not null, blah blah blah. This isn't it. We want a different one. We want a client event for render overlay world or something like that. Render world last event. That's the one we want, because it's looking for this item builder, right? And then doing everything it needs to do. Now, all of that is correct. It's just the color coding that's off. So this logic here. Around these three pieces. TNT eaters. Right now they blow up the world though, that's the thing. They blow up the wall too. Okay, so it's checking can it be placed on... Wait, it's also doing the valid location piece. It's doing both pieces. Okay, that's cool. So we need to have this section of it be dynamic based on which type it is. So we need another bracket around this, or parenthesis around all this. Okay, and we put an OR condition in here. So if this piece of it fails, it can go into this piece that we're going to write. And the piece we're going to write is going to be utilities still, all of that, but it's going to be, is it valid wall location? Okay. And I think everything's the same except for these last parameters here. Right? No? Let's check out what parameter I'm missing up here. World, block position, direction. Got a world. Yep, block position and direction. Wait a second, what's going on? Utilities, did I not make it public? Public. Oh, is valid location for wall. I just got the wrong name. I typed it wrong. Okay, so, or it's a valid location for a wall. However, we only want to check if it's a valid location for a wall if this item that we're holding in our hand is something else. Not this item builder, a builder item, but instead it is a wall builder item. So what this means is the logic should remain the same, fingers crossed, hopefully, except for when we're holding a builder wall. Then it allows the other check to be done, and the other check appears to be working already. Okay, so let's verify this is working correctly. So if I come up on top of the wall, yes, you could place a wall on top of the wall with this. I wouldn't recommend it because you're not getting up on that thing, but you could. It does you no good. Okay, so there's that. That doesn't let me place it. Awesome. Shouldn't let me place it because I don't want to place a wall on top of a wall while standing down here. It's useless. But this should be valid, and it's showing as valid. All of that should be valid, and it's showing as valid. This should be valid, and it is. This should not be valid, and it's not. Cool. So one more check. This is valid. That's still valid, and it is. Awesome. Okay, and then that should not be valid, but I don't know that that check's going to work for that. We might have to double check this. Yeah, it's going to show that it's valid. Place it Well, is that a problem? That might be okay. It still puts this at ground level. That was what I was trying to stop from happening, was making it go below ground level. But if there's a double deep gap, I think that's okay. Now we need to go on a real world without superflats and test this thing out, like, a lot, and see how it works. I'm gonna do that by just building up the world, like that old map. So, Spooderman, there's gonna be another structure that lets us get up on top of it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We want to commit this, get a build, put it on the server, change the server map over to what we want. More wall logic. Getting close now. I think this might be it, how the walls are going to behave. So basically the other structure that I'm going to build is a spiral staircase that has outlets at ground level, inside, and then on the left and the right side of that spiral staircase will be exits to go onto the wall. So basically you integrate it into the middle of your wall, and you can get up on top of your wall then from that spiral staircase structure. Okay, let's create this pull request. Merge it on in, confirm. And you were asking about GitHub. This is GitHub, this website I'm using for my code repository. It lets us save the code onto a central place on the internet without and let multiple people work on it, right? So let me get off my build server then, which is integrated with GitHub. That's what this site is about. I don't want to show the address for. Right, so this is my build server. This will automatically start a build of the mod. It'll compile the mod for me when I make a commit into the master branch on GitHub. So right there is my mod. Already built for me. I don't have to do anything other than do a pull request into master. Okay, let's close this out here. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Show in folder. And we want this folder open as well, my computer. Come on, show the downloads. Show in folder. Okay, build number 51. And let's just remove this one by calling it old. My wife's sending me something about Christmas lights. She might want to do something tonight. I have no idea where it is. It doesn't say. Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and play the mod on my computer, and then we need to get it to the test server as well. So let me connect to the test server. RTS, there we go. And upload said mod. Player, and then we need the server to restart so it picks up the change. Let's stop the server. We also need to grab the correct world file. I don't remember which one it is of Gazers, but there's a really good map that would be great to test with, but you can just remember which one it is. So all temp RTS, and it's in here somewhere. I think it's this green fields 1v1v1. So let's swap that out for our active map. Get rid of all those files from there. Green fields 1v1v1. Copy these into active map. And then on my server world, I just copy this over. So let me just copy them to the other computer here. There we go. And don't stop that. Am I on the wrong server? I might be on the wrong server. Yeah, I was on the build world. That's what's wrong. Hey, let me connect to the right one. So that's the build world is automatically set to restart itself. That's why I noticed it was the wrong one. You get my right thing open here. There we go. So it's RTS like that. Stop this world. And do .clear map. And .start the world screen to see what's going on. Once it starts up here, we can actually connect to it then. Just an error message, it's the normal one, it's fine. I don't have an update site, but the default Forge thing I picked from had a default or update site from it. Just haven't changed it out. It's not actually an error. Once this is 100, here we go. Is that your TNT eaters? Okay, so now over here. So this is the world I wanted to test in because it's got these crazy steep walls, right? Can we build a wall structure that makes sense against this, that prevents someone from getting into this area? That's our goal. Okay. I'm going to try and avoid this grass for the moment because I just don't want to deal with it in this test. Let's go creative mode. Okay, and now grab our wall, which we still need a texture for. This is going to be a challenge on these upper parts, right? This piece here is too steep. So let's start down here. Let's try this. Boom. Boom. We can place it there. And this is where the problem begins. We can't place it here, can we? Dang. It's too far down. Well, we want them to all be in the same theme of these other ones, right? So CZ's got the textures to do it. If I remove that, oops. We still can't quite block it off all the way, and that's annoying to me. That's what I was trying to solve. Hey, Reed.
Hi, my name is Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a puppy.
You have a puppy? Are you being serious this time?
I mean, she's like 2 years old, but she's a puppy.
Yeah, I have a 2-year-old puppy too.
I think she went outside and got, you know, she's a female.
Oh. You're gonna have more puppies? Is that what you're saying?
I think, maybe. I don't know. I hope not.
Now that one was valid somehow. I'm not sure how. That's interesting.
Are you still working on the walls?
I am. They appear to be semi-functional.
Oh.
The one side I couldn't get it to work, but maybe I can still make it work.
Oh.
Because these walls are so stinking steep. Like, you have to go up the freaking thing all the way almost. On the map that we've been playing on.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard to get your troops up there.
True. You're right. On this side, that's okay. This side works fine. It's the other side that's more concerning because I can't get one in here. Because that's a 2-drop. And there's just no way to do it. I set it up so that it shouldn't work if there's a 2.
Can you put it like on
down.
front or behind it?
No.
Like keep making it more forward and then just make it up.
Oh, it's because this part of the wall's in the way. That's the problem. Like this stuff here is stopping me. Oh, shoot. Okay, what if I started off of this side then? That
could work.
Yeah.
Or just start it there and connect it back to the wall where you were at.
So, if I did this, that would have worked. Except for I can still jump up this. Like, you have to go so stinking high up these things. It's ridiculous. Because they're a gradual slope. Like, they're super steep walls, but like, you have to build the wall, like, what, back here somewhere to be able to make it smooth?
Either that or the entrances, you can change them a little.
I think they're going to have... The walls still need to change. This is a lot better than we had, right? It's contouring to the land.
I still think that you should be able to make them so they can break blocks, but not break... Like, not break building blocks, but break dirt blocks or, like, only specific blocks.
I get what you're saying, and I get why you're saying it. So you're saying that so that I could move this block out of the way, right? But then the enemy can do the same thing and come right through.
Can they?
Yeah.
If they make another wall, they're just going to put another wall, and they're going to be stuck out there.
So if you're saying what you're saying is I can't place this here because I can't. These blocks are in the way, right? So let's break these blocks. What's stopping my enemy from breaking blocks to get in then?
Do that, or give us shovels and just allowed us to break the dirt.
Right, but
so we can actually put them in there. But
if you can break dirt, so could your enemy, and he can dig under your wall, for example. What's to stop him from coming right here and go boop, 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 right? I'm under your wall. Forget you wall.
Okay.
So I'm saying this because we've done multiple games before, and anytime we can add or remove blocks to the world, there is a high probability somebody can cheese it.
Yeah.
So, your idea is not bad. We're a bunch of trolls and we'll troll each other.
I'm thinking about that, and the only way to make it work, it'd be putting your minions there. But they can also bring their minions, which distract our minions. Will give them time to break the walls.
Yeah, and the other solution could be a watchtower, but watchtower can't go on this kind of train.
I think the best solution would be just make the corners square down.
Yeah. Give a spot for someone to work with. It can be slightly sloped at the bottom like these are, but it can't be all the way up the whole thing. And yes, there is. Or
just make the base here. Like 3 tall, like those corners. Just make them 3 tall. Okay.
Yeah, this infinite possibilities around makes an infinite possibility around. Because like I could go, yeah, that's the other thing. With this wall, if I were able to make it so that you couldn't get by at the wall, somebody could still come from their side and go, ha, 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 I'm going over the wall, right? You just got to do it.
I'm okay with like walking around because the troops will like fall because they're kind of glitchy. They'll fall and take damage, which is kind of like if you want to go around it, you're going to take a lot of fall damage,
right?
Or going to have trouble getting your troops up it.
It's definitely slow you down. And it's probably only an issue for this specific map because this map's so extreme with its walls.
Yeah.
You're going to stop the bulk of the enemy's troops with this type of setup. Or say screw the walls, like the world walls, and just do this. Blop, blop, blop. Right? And just build your own interior wall around everything. Awesome. I clicked on top of a freaking plant and it did that.
Another thing could be another thing is you can just do what's it called? It'd be like an open map, which is just open, and people will have to make their own walls.
Right.
And it'd be nice to like start and give them like walls for the starting.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what stops people from
rushing
just coming around and rushing them and.
Yeah, there's probably some value in what you're describing as far as maybe put it in a config that you can add to the starting items. Like the wands, you need all those. You need the scepters to play the game. But giving us the ability to say, I want everybody to start with 64 walls or something like that, right? Could be another advantage for a different style of play. Yeah. And then when they don't want that, you just take it out of the config.
In this map, again, I think if you just make the corners...
Yeah.
The corners 3 tall or 4 tall, that's like a really easy way to make it because it's just going to be...
Yeah, give a spot that makes sense where they can't get over it.
And if it's... Make it so it's like each side has like 3... So it's like kind of squared a little. Or just make like maybe like a 3 long, like on the sides of the wall. Make it 3 tall by 3 long, and just put like 2 of those 3 areas so people can start building from there.
That's true. If this whole thing all the way around was just like a 3 high, so you couldn't ever jump up onto it anywhere, that solves most of it. I say most of it because you're going to be able to get on top of these walls, and someone could build it up to this wall and then jump from their own wall onto it, run all the way around to the other side and get on the other person's walls. Meh. Right? It's easier to attack them at that point.
You could also do like stackable walls, so it will like stop them from coming around the corners and just build up.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm doing here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can put a wall on top of a wall. Yeah,
you're kind of doing it like
right there.
Slanted upwards. What I'm talking about is just straight up.
Yeah.
So at the corner area, just up. Yeah.
Like that. Right, and then you do that enough.
Yeah. And then be for the other corner that's a little more flat.
Let's see, can I do this? I'm gonna trap myself in here.
That's ridiculous.
And now I can't get out of here. So if I weren't in creative, I'd be stuck there. I'd jump off of it. But now I can then go... I can reach down there. Maybe. Ah! Okay. It's really difficult to do, but you could stack them up continually. But there's really no advantage in doing that because you're wasting a ton of resources and a ton of time at that point.
I think it'll be okay for the corners where it's the walls actually like straight up. So you cover that corner so people can just get around it. You know what I'm saying?
Like over here.
It won't be for that corner you're at, for that other corner where it's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still need a way of getting on the wall to do that, though. You know, I'm doing this in creative, so you're talking something like that, so it's extra tall. And I know I'm not all the way up against it, but this one's in the way. I was testing before. Yeah.
And also another thing you should add, I think, would be like, not stairs, but like...
No, we got a solution for getting on top of these things. It's just not made yet. So we're going to do a spiral staircase building.
I was going to suggest just like a staircase that you can put, and it's a 3x3. And it just leaves like a little flat area where you can put another one, so it keeps building up.
So this is going to be the basic shape of it. You're going to walk in through the front of it. You go up the spiral staircase, and the spiral staircase will go up to the height of the the walls themselves. So your wall would be right there, and then the opening to get out of it's going to be exactly too high, because that way you can't jump a long distance. And we're also going to have this thing check when we place it, is there a enemy target block within, say, 5 blocks of the spiral staircase, so that you can't go, oh, my enemy's wall's there, darn, I'll just put down a spiral staircase right here, right? And then go up your staircase onto his wall. So we're trying to prevent those trolley moves a little bit, but we just need to get the structure built on the build server. So Reaper, I know you're probably seeing these walls for the first time here, but if I go team join blue now, so this whole time I've been on yellow, that was the yellow structure. This is the blue one. What it looks like.
Are the entities, the bowmen and that, can they go up ladders? Like,
they can go up ladders, but only if they're pushed, and then they can never go back down them. So that's why I want to do a staircase, so that you can get your guys on the wall.
What is that, Viking?
Hmm?
The wall that you put, stone wall, like a Viking wall.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the Nordic Viking team. And then if I do team join red, that's the red team's wall, which is more of a Roman type style, right? Or barbarian, or whatever CZ said. And then team join green, which is the Japanese or ninja class or team.
Oh, I thought the yellow was the Japanese. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, yellow's the Egyptian one.
Yeah.
That's their wall. So we've got different walls for each team, so it's not going to look like all the same thing, and you're like, I'm not sure which wall this is. Yes, I know there's the target blocks, but it makes sense. So the other thing is, all the other buildings, they have targets, and there's targets on different sides, and you have to kill all of the targets. The walls, you only have to kill one of the targets on one of the sides, or do enough damage that would have killed one of the targets to add up to them. So like I can kill this one 1/3 of the way, this one 1/3 of the way, and this one 1/3 of the way, and the whole thing falls apart then.
Oh.
I did that because we don't know what orientation these are going to be used in, and they're 100% mirrorable in each direction.
Oh.
Can you place a watchtower on the wall? No, because the watchtower still requires flat land, and it's a big area. So we can only build the walls on here because they don't follow the same rules as everything else. We want them to conform to the land if there's any hills and valleys. So see, I've got a red area thing here. I'm clicking it. It's not going to let me place the watchtower up here. But I can, however, put the watchtower right there. And it can't quite see very good over it, right? Like, if I was out here, it would shoot at me. But when I'm up against that wall, it's not going to do anything. And I think that's okay. Several people were saying the watchtowers are too overpowered. Sure. Put them outside your walls if you want them to shoot, or put them on the inside for when somebody breaks through.
You can still put them in the inside and they'll shoot outwards when they're close enough.
The other thing I'm thinking of doing is the spiral staircase will probably have one of those blocks in it that shoots arrows. That way, you can just put them in your wall as part of the wall. We also need a gate.
Ooh.
Because if you don't build the rounded thing to get over your wall, you have no way of getting out. So the gate is going to be a structure that's 5 wide. And we'll have like a 2 wide opening through it. Can't break those. It's easy, of course. And no, it's gonna be bigger than that. The opening's gonna be 4 wide, I think, or no, it'll be 3 wide. Is what I did.
Are the other walls gone?
Other walls are gone for now. So if those were dead, this would work. So it'll be 3 wide, and then we're gonna do like upside down stairs. Because on this building method, I can do rotational stuff like that.
And for the HP of the wall, do you think it should have more? I think it should have more than the walls themselves, since it'd be kind of
HP
pointless
of the
to
wall?
have. Yeah, the one that opens up the gate.
Oh, the gate, yeah.
It'd be kind of pointless to have a thing that you put in to be able to get in and out that just breaks really easily.
Yeah, it should have the same or more HP. Yeah, agree. You definitely
Would it be dependent on size?
The gate's going to be one fixed size. It's just going to be like the other buildings, basically.
Would it be too much work to animate it so the door actually comes down and opens?
The door's actually going to come down. I don't know if I'll make it animated, but it will open and close.
You should have it so if a person's underneath the gate and it comes down, it actually damages the player. So you can have someone just whacking the other side of the team with doors.
So the method I'm going to use is these blocks wouldn't be here, right? It would those targets, and I'm going to do fences. That'll be the actual gate, and it's going to do something like this, right? So you'll have fences filling this area if it's closed, all the way down to the ground. So I can't place them in here because those entities are in the way. But it would be all the way down to the ground, and then you're going to come up here as the owner or that team, right-click on that top block there. The gate goes up, you go through, you right-click it again, and it goes back down. Right? So you're in complete control of when it opens and closes. If you go through it, open it, and leave it open and walk away, that's on you. You didn't close your own door behind you. Garby, the thing at the bottom of the screen, I'm using a different thing on YouTube, and it doesn't interact with the chat. I actually have it, or did have it running in the background, but it wasn't working. So
instead
I need them
of
to update it. Go ahead.
Instead of the gates or whatever the thing you're holding, you might want to use birch wood, and then you can have some of those in the middle. Because that's like
why?
For the gate, for the door itself.
Yep. What's your reason, though? Is what I'm asking.
It looks prettier.
Oh, I was trying to get something you could see through, though.
Yeah, you can put some of those like somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Trying to think
and
how.
And then also the stairs in the middle part where the gate is, I would remove those and fill them up with yeah, you're doing it.
Yeah, I kind of made it fast. I already had it build out on this server, but I cleared the map to make this world so I could test the walls. Yeah, and it's going to be 5 thick where the actual gate is, right? So there's going to be some decorative thing hanging out. We can put, lamps out here or whatever. We're going to have to build 5 different ones of these to make it all work, but this is all the plan. So, we'll see. Maybe I can do something like this too and center that up so it all works out. So it's one longer segment now? What do you mean, CZ? The Roman one, the Roman's red. Is there Dore bricks? No. I think I get why he's doing Dore. He's saying Dore. Suzy, I need to talk to you about that. I don't think you know what I did to make that work. And you need to. Hello, Kaiser. I put the walls on the test world, yeah, with the X map, and I think the X map still has to change, even with these walls. It's impossible to make it so that these will work. At least on my first attempt, it felt impossible. Short of building a wall along the walls that are in the game, so that somebody can't come from those walls. Because there's always a way around this wall, the way it's set up, right? I can jump, jump. Like I did have a wall there. I can just keep jumping right here and eventually get over the wall, right?
For the player, yeah. But for a horde of like archers, it would take freaking forever for a single file line.
Agree.
But the player is annoying.
Yes.
So it'd be best if it blocked everyone off.
Yeah, I think the easiest solution is just to make this into like a 3-high rim all the way around.
Yeah, I
No
can
one can-
easily do that. I think it's just
Yeah.
that's all we need to do.
The problem is then you're going to get somebody like help that's going to get up on their own wall, run over to that 3-high section, jump down onto it, then run around to your wall.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll just...
So
Oh, I see what you mean. Ah, yeah, above the 3-high wall. Yeah.
Those are what the ballistas are for.
like there's always going to be a way to cheese and troll this, I think. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop at 100%. We've gotten close, but so since this morning then you were watching earlier, the wall now is probably as close as I can get it. It's functioning with the red outline piece now, so if it's not a valid spot, it'll show. I can't place it there, right? But I can place it here. It does the different height stuff we were talking about within reason, right? So it doesn't go up a 2-high gap or a 3-high gap, I guess it is. But like here, it should place. It's fine. Set time though. So stuff like that. It's getting better, I guess is what I'm saying. And you can't place a wall on top of a wall from the ground, so you can easily just walk sideways with them again. Right clicking on the ground and it places.
Can you place a wall in between two walls? If it
This
was
wall-
2?
Yes. If it was 2, no.
Because the
So-
red line.
Yeah. It's checking to see if there's enough room there, and there's not in this case.
Cool.
What you could do in that situation is just pop one down there, right? And that's still valid. And we can still attack it. It's all valid.
It looked like the white line showed up when it was half in. As in approach another wall with the white boundary and try and place.
I can't place it there. Huh. Dang it, it was working. Huh. Is it okay? Maybe it's directional. It's west. No, you're right. If it's in there just a little bit, it doesn't want to place, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me because it's using the same set of code.
Is it around the
Around the what?
block that you're placing it on? Because the block that you're viewing is one out. I don't know.
It very well could be. No, because in my check
Looks like-
for the block, it moves it to the correct location from the viewer's perspective. So this is the valid location for wall. Check. And this same valid location for wall is used for both the rendering screen and actually placing the wall, then deciding if it should replace it. So it shouldn't be doing this. Ah, the valid location for wall is getting passed in before I do the rotation stuff. But I think I'm doing the rotation stuff. Yeah, I'm doing the rotation stuff inside that check too. Not sure. It still doesn't let you place it in the wrong spot though.
So that's fine. Just forget about it for now. You can add it as a bug and deal with it later. Unless you want to deal with it now.
Kind of want it to work now, but I'm not sure why it's doing it. See, it's working that way, but not if I was on this side of it.
Which is why I was suggesting it was the block. But
How is that different though?
it's like it's coordinates. This place.
Okay, I got an idea what it could be.
Could it be that every other building that you've been placing has a barrier around it?
Very well could.
Hmm.
Let's get our.
No,
Where does it
anything
get the
inside
position?
that barrier doesn't
Let's
matter.
get the position. There's the direction. Get size. Block position. So this is the one I'm over. And it's not being manipulated at all. The allocation for wall is using that. So it's not getting manipulated as far as where it's positioned inside this logic, which is what I thought might have been the case, but it's not. I'm not sure. And it's definitely going red, so this is false. This one's returning false. Wait a minute. And can place on. Can place on for the wall, I believe always returns true. And it does. So that means second part's always true. This part would be true, and it's a wall builder item, so that part would be true. This part would be false, and that's okay because there's an OR there, so it should drop down into this and make it be white.
No, aquí quédese conmigo. Ahí de meche. Ay, véngase para acá, chiquita. No. Ok, pues ok. Estaba bien dormido. No me mires.
No.
They're calling out for the dog. She's like asleep in my hands. And they're like, food, and then she just almost jumps off.
Yeah. I ended up getting all the teams designed to Gazer. I went with the I'm gonna be lazy about it method. I did not even see your message about the gate. Let me check it. Holy crap, man. Yeah, that's basically what it's gonna look like.
Are those skeletons throwing bombs?
Yeah, he said they're TNT eaters earlier.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
I guess with the way that this block would work, a gate block, it would be able to be clicked from the top of the wall too, to open it. Kind of like a bed like that. Then decorations, got the torch, right? So what other blocks could we put down to give light? It's just the torch. Lantern. That's what the lantern even looks like. Kind of looks stupid. Yeah, like that, it looks stupid. Oops. Jig it. Something like that with lanterns underneath.
So the dog went to eat, now she's back. Ooh.
Good slabs there too. Okay, I think I need to switch back to the build server, build out the gate on there. As a temporary thing, I guess, because I won't have the structure. So that means I need to make the gate controller block. Or tile entity, whatever you want to call it. That's first priority. So that I can use that on the build server then. So let's add a new block to the game. Oh crap, I never responded to my wife. Let me go talk to her real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Then we'll add that block.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty up from the minute that I met you. Smoking outside, trying to get your attention. You make me nervous. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty up from the minute that I met you. much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty over from the minute that I met you.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. There should be a key that opened the gate when you right click. We don't need keys, we've got teams. Okay, so maybe an hour, maybe a half hour from now, we're gonna go and see, or not a half hour, maybe an hour or so from now, we're gonna go and see lights at some motor space raceway thing. They're gonna have Christmas lights set up as you drive through the racetrack or something. Just wanted to know. So gate.
I don't know. I just imagine a whole bunch of motorcycles light up as Christmas trees and driving around the circle.
No, this said like there's 1 million LEDs and there's 40,000 computer channels and they're synchronized to music that you can listen to as you go through the thing.
So basically 10 computers with...
Yeah. But
Oh.
it's 2 miles of Christmas lights like that you drive through.
Oh. Oh.
So I'm assuming it's like all of the racetrack, right? And what am I doing? We need to go to that and we need to grab our registry name and get a new one and put it in here. And this will be gate block. Okay, we can use that name back on the block. Doesn't sound like metal, sure. We don't need this line here, we will need something else though. So to do, open, close the gate, please send packet for this. There we go. Wasted is relative. Whoa, dude, that is so bright. Those don't look like normal Christmas lights, like the whole thing's lit up from the inside. It's not individual bulbs. It's cool.
Yeah. I think we won't be able to make it though. She's like somewhere like 12 hours in Mexico, and then after that she's going to take a trip to Oregon.
Like this thing at the raceway is going on. It's been going on for weeks already, and it's going on till after the 5th of January, so till the new year. So that might be the same thing. If they got that much effort into doing it, they probably want to show it off for a while. Okay, so that'll be our block. We need to register said block now. So on init, we register the blocks. We'll just go towards like here, grab this, put this in here. Which name? Yate. Block. Okay, and then we can take gate block. We also need a tile entity for it, don't we? Okay. The gate block one as well. Okay, so now we need to create the tile entity. This is a own cooldown tile entity type, just like any of the other ones. We can base it off of, say, the stables. We go into set gate block, tile entity thingy. Do not want to do any action after the cooldown. Do not want to spend resources. We don't need to check if there's resources. Structure's lost message will be gate. Handle GUI button. Don't need it like that. Keep it in there for the moment though. Config structure total health 50%, that makes sense. Okay, so let's go back into mod blocks then, and this should now work. Okay, and then we can do this. Spooderman, you gonna blow up the key? You gonna TNT eat it? So for this, hey Fire.
Hello.
We actually don't need any of that code. Boop. And let's go into this. We're going to create a new button. It's not even a GUI, it's a signal. So we're gonna call it public static. No, we don't even need to do that. We're just gonna get rid of that altogether. We don't need to have this. Simplify it, simplify it. This is a super simple class. And we need one method then that's basically toggling the gate open or close. So we need to know what the gate's state is. So private bool is open, and it shall be true by default. And we need to grab the MBT information and save that. So where are the MBT methods for this stuff? Write compound, read compound. So write and read. Rest in peace, key. Rest in peace. do the super stuff, and then we do compound, right, put cooling is open. Okay, what is it airing off for? Oh. So that should make it save its state, and then we need a toggle open. Public boolean. I guess we don't need any void anything. Toggle open. So is open equals not is open. Then we can say if is open. We call the private method open, which will do things to the world. Or we can call closed or close. So if it's open, we're going to close it. If it's not open, we're going to open it. Okay. Then back on the block, when it is clicked, we need to send a message to the server first. Oh, this is on server. Cool. So this dot tile entity te equals world dot get tile entity at the position if instance or te is instance of gate so it's a gate, then we can say gate tile entity gte equals gate t gte dot toggle what ta-da. And then we need to do an open and a close, which I'll figure out in a minute. Okay.
Okay, you ready for this, Tech?
So,
You remember how I told you there's that infinite carbon glitch? Well, not glitch, but trick.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the large refiners, you can only make 5 of those crystals at a
Of what?
time.
I
The
know where this is
carbon
going.
crystals.
yeah.
The medium refiners, you can do 10 at a time, and there's no limit to how many you can put in a base.
Why would they make it so that the smaller one is... Do they know how their game works? Like, I'm part joking, but I'm pretty serious too. That's messed up.
Like, I'm looking at it right now. I expected to come back and see only 5 crystals made in this medium refiner, and there's 10. And I bet you the other one has it too. But I let it go too. Oh no, it didn't stop at 10. Well, what the heck? Why did the other medium refiner have 10?
It went beyond 10, the other one?
No, I put the same amount of
I get it.
carbon and compressed carbon in both medium refiners. One made 10 crystals, the other made 5 crystals. I don't know why.
Do they have someone test their game? I mean,
Yeah, us.
yeah, exactly. Like, I get that my stuff is buggy, but it's just me and you guys testing it, right? I mean, they're a company that's making money from what they do.
I mean,
know what
this
they're
is
doing.
kind of all right because, I mean, this is the basic shelter stuff that you're able to make. So, and a lot of planets really don't have a lot of it. Because they're really exotic planets.
But, like, making your smaller manufacturer make more than what the big one does.
I know.
Is what
But
I'm
the upside
mostly
of the large ones
confused
is
by.
they do you can do 3 ingredients as the input. So that's the thing, you can combine 3 different things into one. That's the thing for the large refiner.
Okay. Just
Maybe the medium
confused.
one is like for vast quantities.
Okay, so assuming this is working, the clicking and everything, I think I've got it. So let's see, is this directional or not? It is, it's facing north. I'm facing north. It's facing north, good. So if it's north, it needs to check east and west. Same for south, it needs to check east. Okay, so that's easy enough to do. So this, this, okay, good grief. Let's do this. Private direction, get direction. Direction. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so get direction. We can do this by saying what? So this dot world dot get block state at the this dot position dot get properties. No. That's not right. I need something that already has a direction to it, that it knows its direction. There we go. You just say return that. Okay, so then we can do Getting bored again. Uh-oh. If direction. If get direction. We're gonna cache this actually because I need to do 4 different checks for this. So direction D equals that, so we don't have to go through and look at the world every time. So okay, we got D equals north. Or D equals direction dot south. Need to interact with east, west, and mid. Okay. So else we need to go north south. Okay, we can do all that. Enclosed as well. Okay. So we need to do a for loop and basically place the blocks in place. So for x equals 0 to x no, let's not do it that way. Let's do for int y equals 3 because I think that's the right height. Equals 1 to y less than 3, less than or equal to 3, y plus plus. We can do all 3 spots at the same time. Okay, so that works. So this dot position, get position. BP. Do BP dot BP dot add down. There we go. Down Y numbers. Oh, that's cool. You found a pile of me. Do not open. Caution. Handle with care. Do world.set block. World.set block. And it's going to be bp.down. Y. And the state is going to be blocks.air dot get default state. If that's the direct down, then we need to go 1 to the east and 1 to the west as well. Dot east and west. Okay, and we need to do the notify block as well, so let's grab that from something that's doing it already. What does it already? The wall we just built does notify block already in the build wall call right here. So we go and BP that. we do that for those two as well. Two, three. Okay. Do that for this. Okay, thanks for telling me, Windows Defender. And this should be north. Instead of east. This should be south. You opened them? Oh no. You're in for it now, man. Now you gotta put them down. Okay, and then I'm gonna make one modification to this. That is to call this up here. I'm gonna say block state equals that BS. It's BS because it's a block state. Get your mind out of the gutter. Okay. And then we're going to take this if statement, wherever it is, there it is. Cut it all out. Put it in its own method. So private void update gate. And that's going to take a direction still. Direction D. And it's going to take a block state as well. Okay, and then we just say update gate DBS. And we do the same for the close gate, only just instead of calling air for the block state, we get the team's value. So we're gonna create one more method. Private void or block state. Get block state for gate from team, and we will call string teams, and that goes here. So block state for game, and we say this dot get team dot get scoreboard, no get name. And then we can pass that team into a method that tells us what the enum value of it is or whatever. Like this. Pretty much exactly what we need to return. Okay, so now for blue team, their gate can be different than red team install. So let's, for example, the blue team's gate, so the fences, it shall be, they are the Arctic colder climate people, so spruce fence. Red shall be oak fence. Dark oak fence. No. Wait, let's do iron. Iron bars. Green shall be dark. Let's do nether brick fence. And yellow. Acacia fence, I guess, because I don't know a better one. Okay. I should do it, I think. No idea, man. You making a resource pack? I could do it. I'll use carrot on stick for the textures for that stuff. Okay, gate block. It is my powers. You have disturbed me. Aw, it's not working. No idea why. That is a gate block, right? It is a gate block. Troubleshooting time. You should create a gate entity when it's placed. It is a gate block there. Does our gate entity spawn in the correct gate type? Yes, it does. And that type is a gate. It is. How about the proxy? Oh, I know what it is. Oh, I take it back. That's gate also. Huh. Weird. Let's go into the gate block. We're gonna put a breakpoint there, and we're gonna click on the thing. It does call it. Go into that method. I'm going to open the gate right now. Oh, and it's getting an error? I wasn't paying attention to the console. That's what I should have done. Line 36, it's not got a horizontal facing property set to this. Can I get property facing north, south, east, west, as it does not exist for block state? Block, okay. But facing north does exist. Interesting. When we set the container, that's probably where it is. That's probably the issue. There is no container here. Which means that this owned tile entity needs to be doing it, and in it is doing what? Wait, that's the tile entity itself. Man, don't call the cops on me. Block, that's what I wanted to go to. Fill state container, so it does have facing. Block state properties facing. That's what's wrong. It's a facing, not a horizontal facing. Okay. Okay, tile entities. Okay. That means there could be an up or a down, which would just be east or north or south. That's fine. Okay. Let's try this again. Still airing. Let's clear this. Right click. Nothing. Can you have a mod? I don't know, can you? This mod's not released yet. The other mod is. Oh, are you asking if you can be a mod on my channel? Seeing how you just came in and asked for mod, probably not. Okay, why is it not letting us know that we clicked on it? Is that not the block? That is the block. Something's not working because it's still paused. You caught up with me. Yeah, no. The fact that you didn't realize that I caught on to the troll wasn't enough. Makes me want to do it even less. Okay, so it is calling the code now. But our blocks are not showing up, at least not visually. Yeah, they're not there. Yep, not there. Oh, wait, it did it. Yes, Reaper, you can be banned. Looks like we need to go down more than 3, that's fine. But the thing is working, so if I get this block out of my hand... The heck, it was working just a second ago. When I do that, oh great. Okay, let's place this block the other direction. And it's not being directional still. Cool, so the blocking position.
The best kind of trolls are the ones that trolls the trolls.
I don't know. Like feeding the trolls though, isn't it?
No. Read
Are
the
you
chat.
sure? We need to set the opposite position when this thing's placed is what's wrong. On block placed by, blah blah blah. Where is the rotation stuff? It's in here. Yep, state for placement. You know, I'm gonna cheat and I'll move this back to horizontal facing.
Always gotta be cheating.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Town hall block. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. And then that means that the code over here will break. It's not horizontal facing anymore, blah blah blah. Oh, you brought a friend in, huh? ASA? That Ramon actually, he's been a troll before. So, if you guys are friends, I mean, There's no way you're getting mod then. Okay, we're starting the game, that's why it's taking a minute here. See, saying that you don't know him is something that a troll would do. Okay, it's finally loading up. Whatever team, don't care. Get out of my inventory. Okay, that worked. So, place it again. It's not removing, but it's probably because of this, yeah. Something about the block update's not going through. We've had that many times, haven't we? Yay! We should go 4 down, not 3, like I said earlier. Oop. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah, these wouldn't be here normally. You guys are talking to each other more than anyone else here, so clearly there's some type of association. Why doesn't it work when I click empty-handed though? That's what I don't get. Because any other block, like when it's GUI opens up, if it's empty-handed, it works fine. Got disk. You mean Discord? Like a CD. Is that a certificate of deposit that you're talking about? Discord. Yeah, see, I thought it was Discord. I know the police are here, and the police are zombified? Oh boy. That's a problem, Spooderman.
Reaper, you're shameless, man.
Oh god, I'm laughing so hard. I can't even keep the food in my mouth.
Can't keep the moo-moo in your mouth? What?
The food.
What you doing?
You don't speak fat kid anymore, Tech?
You know better than that, Fire.
That's what I'm asking.
Fat cat rule number 1: always have something in your mouth.
Well, we're definitely send the notify update. This is like when I was trying to do the block placement in similar code, so it's probably related to that. So there was a formation code that we were putting blocks in. Let's see if we can get whatever we did there. Because I don't want to pull my hair out all night over a block placement, not updating the chunk, blah blah blah. Where is it? Get formation. Let's just look for formation. There we go. It's that formation point. I get rid of that code. I got rid of that code. Cool. Oh, there it is. Notify block current update. Hello.
That's that?
Not on for long. Just wondering how it's going.
Good, but I'm about to end this because I want to pull my hair out over the block update stuff again. But what we're working on is the gate, right? So this is the gate block. If I plop down, if I click on it with a block, it'll actually update. And then I click again and the gate goes away. So that's functioning. But it's only when you click on it with a block.
I'm sure that's
Thank you for the
always
sub.
not simple.
It's a, yeah, it's
It might be placing the block, so it's updating it.
yeah,
Does look like it is.
it's placing it on the client side, so that's why it's doing it, and then it's getting deleted.
Oh, put a torch on the block on the right,
Torch on the block on the right.
so it can't actually place the block down.
I think I get what you're saying. So if I place it like that, after punch it with my open hand, place the block there, it doesn't update. It's like it's not even activating. But that's the same activation code that I used to open up GUIs on other blocks. This gate block, on block activate, on the server side, I'm running my code to toggle open. But it's only working if you have a block in your hand. This doesn't make no sense.
Sorry at the moment. Try opening it with your sword in your hand. In your hand.
And that
You can make
filled
the
it
sword
in.
be the key to open it.
That made the
That updated.
it filled it in, but it's not letting it go out.
What about with hand?
Hey, Gazer,
No.
do you know how completely well balanced No Man's Sky is?
No. What are you on about?
I got it. I got it. I think I got it.
Not at all.
Okay.
You can make infinite amounts of carbon. Literally.
Cool.
think
Have
I
you got
like
a base
this.
set up?
Yeah. And oh my gosh, did they like redo this whole game practically.
So
Yeah, I
this
never really
is
got into it.
Old state. So old state,
Ooh,
let's
that's
make it something.
Pretty cool now, I gotta admit. I don't know, they kind of had me when they gave me infinite of carbon.
Wait a minute. I think with that last subscription, I'm one away from 800. I could be wrong. I might be at 800 now. Let me look. Oh, yeah, I guess that'll tell me. I'm $7.99. Dang it. Okay, let's try it like this. Nope, that didn't work either. Hey, guess what, guys? I'm gonna end stream. Because I don't want to look at this anymore. I will figure it out at another night. Because I gotta go do stuff. So, this is probably all for tonight. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.